Yar! Lick me, salty sea slug. I want to drop anchor in thine stanker. Har! X marks the twat. Polly wants that crapper. Hello, welcome to Pirates Coast, yar, har, 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 where we teach ye to mod ye old games and systems so that ye can play for free. Ha, har, a pirate's dream. Spit shine me doubloons, lassie, yar.
What's up, party people? We're talking about playing burned mini DVDRs or playing ISOs from an SD card on your LAMEPUBE, Nintendo LAMEPUBE, the finest of all precision. So basically what you're going to need is this SD media launcher, okay? It's just a disk that when your system boots, it's going to allow you to access files from an SD card. So basically you need to, this will load, then you need to have the program, and I've just loaded onto a small 32 megabyte card here, that will allow you to run ISOs from an SD card or a burned disk, or I think you can put a hard drive on. There's a whole bunch of different options that it will let you choose from. It'll also let you run a Game Boy interface, which you don't need the stupid disk. You can just straight run it from an SD card, and then that's actually a little bit better because it'll let you play high fidelity mode, change the size of the screen and stuff. I know the actual software disk that you need to play the freaking Game Boy Advance games on your GameCube. It's very expensive for the disc, and there's limited options that it gives you, unfortunately. Yeah, and then also another thing, you notice I have two here. One thing to know is that the old GameCubes that have the digital out on the back, right here, they will not, that will not read burn games. So you're going to have to play your games from an SD card. And the problem with that is, like, this memory card SD adapter is pretty much garbage. This is the one that comes with this, and it runs the games like they lag, especially the sound. And I've noticed that with this one, but it's not as bad. You might get a little just choppy, like sound lagging, but the games play fine. On this one, you'll have like horrible lag and stuff as it's loading it from the SD card, because it's not, most games are meant to be read from the optical drive, not solid state. So I don't know. I don't know the statistics. Yar, I am not well versed or educated in the matters of technology. But the newer ones that do not have the digital out, they will be able to read burn games. I believe you can change the frequency of the laser if you're that smart, but I do not want to risk fucking up my system. Maybe if I had an extra one laying around, I'd toy with it. I prefer to run them off the burned mini DVDs, but they're very expensive. It's not like a CDR where, you know, they're freaking a dime a dozen. They're hard to hunt down, and they're usually pretty expensive. The Fuji ones are good. You know, I had a problem where I ordered, like, I'm like, well, I'm just going to get a bunch of cheap ones. I ordered like 100 because it's a defunct media. The mini DVDs, you know, the only thing that uses it are camcorders and stuff. So ordered a bunch. I only got one game to work. I burned like 10 copies, you know, and so make sure you're using quality DVDRs. It's going to be worth it in the long run. And then also, I was going to talk about just adapting your turds so that you can play in high def. I like to use. Okay, so I've got these. What is this? The Carby. I like to use component cables for some reason. I don't usually use the HD because I feel like this is more true to what the picture is supposed to look like. And I don't know, just call me old fashioned. You know, I'm not I don't like the sound and the picture all going through one cable. And on this, you can use the Mark II Eon adapter, okay, and then you can use the Wii. Also, I forgot to say, this is the Wii SD, so this is made for Wii, basically, but this is what you want if you can get your hands on it. Not this crap, throw this in the trash as soon as you get it. But this will read, and maybe there's more effective ones out there I'm not sure about, but this will read your SD card fairly well. But, you know, you can't, I don't know what the limit is, but you can't fit a ton of, you know, the games are usually like 1.2 gigs, so you can't fit a ton of them on here. Okay, so you plug this into the back, and if you notice, it's going to plug in the digital out, and then it's going to cover up the slot just so it's anchored in there for the analog out. And so I don't know. God, I haven't. So you can use a Wii adapter, the component one, or you can use HDMI. But the thing about that is the sound coming out, since it's going through HDMI, it's going to sound a little off. So if you want true sound, you're going to have to use a Carby in one, and then you're going to have to use the other regular out, and then use the sound from that and the picture from this. So it's a pain, I know, but it's going to give you the highest fidelity of sound and picture. I mean, unless you prefer HDMI, I really, you know, it's a 720p, I think, on most of these is the highest it goes. Most of them are 480. And so you're not going to really, I can't really tell much difference. And, you know, I stick with this a lot of times because I prefer the burn discs. They play flawlessly. You know, you won't be able to tell any difference, but just for sake of ease, testing out games and stuff, throw on an SD card. They will run on here with the SD Media Launcher, and it will allow you to use your Game Boy player. And dude, the Game Boy Advance games look so sleek in high def. Like, it is fucking amazing. It'll make your peen stand. Yar, it'll make ye peg legs stand on end. Spouting frothy cease foam from thine blowhole. Yar, har, har. So that's about it for the GameCube. Some cool shit. Track those ISOs down, burn them all, and play them for free. Yar, me booty.